Okay, so we are running through a chest and tricep workout. So I started because I think we're running through a chest and tricep workout. Yeah, it's chest and tris. So at the moment I'm doing 2 days on, 1 day off. So my split falls on different days every week based on it not being a 7-day split, right? Which you can do. People think you got to fit a, perfect training program into 7 days, but my recent favorite type of split is 2 days pretty hard training and then 1 day rest. And then the off season I'll tend to do that as well, or even rest a little bit more if I can. People severely underestimate rest, especially if you're fucking training hard. You need to rest. There's no point just like continuously training throughout the week and not recovering. You may think you're being lazy and you're not doing anything, but if you think that, you're probably not sore enough, because you probably want to fucking take the rest day when the rest day rolls around. So we're doing 2 on, 1 off. Today's chest and tris, and then we will have tomorrow off. I'm going to smash this chest and tris workout. I'm going to take you guys along. We got pretty well 2 sets of everything, maybe 1 set on some things. I think it's 2 sets of everything. And we're just going to fucking rip everything to failure. So this will be a warm up, and then we'll slowly get into it. I'm at a different gym today. I'm at a bigger gym, so that I have some space to do this. But at the same time, the fucking music is very loud and the crowd here is a little bit funky. So I don't know if I'll stay here consistently, because who the fuck knows, but I don't even know what weight this was on. We'll just warm up. I always do roughly, 12-ish reps on my warm-up sets, just to get some blood flowing. Add a few pauses in there, big stretches. I probably could have put this back a little bit more. But a lot of the mistakes I see with people training is that they do a bunch of fucking sets prior that are like warm-up sets like this, right? So they'll go, and it's not the easiest. Like I'm starting to get a little bit shaky, but they'll stop there, and then they'll count that as 1 set. Then they'll move the weight up, count it as 1 set, move the weight up, count it as 1 set. And that last set, maybe they push to an intensity of like 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, and they'll call that 3 sets. But the 2 sets prior, they literally did jack shit. They did what I just did, which I'm not even 1% out of breath. So, never count your warm-up sets, only count your working sets. So when people say, oh, you only do 1 set of things, you only do 2 sets. Well, yeah, but they're more intense than your fucking like 15 sets on 1 exercise. I'm actually stimulating the muscle. I'm actually overloading those 2 sets every single week, whereas you're maybe overloading 1 set per exercise. So that's that. I'll rip this off, and then I'll start when I hit my working sets. Working set is about to begin. I just want to say though, I'm new to this whole recording thing. Like obviously I've been posting photos and videos on Instagram for 5 years or whatever, but this whole like actually me putting out content twice a week on YouTube and posting every day minimum on my socials, I'm quite new to. And even me as like a bigger dude, right? Like I would never be intimidated in the gym, obviously. People might be intimidated by me, even though I'm just a friendly dude. But it's quite fucking intimidating, like getting your camera out, setting it up. And even in this day and age where literally half the fucking money in the world is online or more, and everybody is killing it on socials, building a life that they want to live literally by filming themselves. Even in a day and age where it's so normal, it's still so not normal. Like you still get the worst looks. You still get people just like thinking, who the fuck do you think you are? What are you doing? Shaking their head, all this sort of shit. Like even if you're out of their way and you're being conscious and you're trying to be reserved and shit. So I know why people struggle to get in the gym and just film themselves. Like all these content creators out there are just like, just film yourself, just film yourself, just film yourself. And it's like, all right, but it's a bit fucking, it is challenging at the start. So I'm just saying to all of you out there, if you are feeling a bit sketched about taking that photo or filming yourself, I get it, man. I get it, because I'm not exactly small, and I'm feeling like a fucking child in this gym at the moment. That's all I'm saying. Okay, yep. Oh yeah. Actually, you know what? I'm actually gonna stop there because that was 8. I reckon I was gonna get about 15. And even though it would have been a hard fucking fail to 15, I'd rather 10 to 12, like dead. So that was me being smart. I'm not gonna rep out the 15 and then stop and then do another 2 sets of 10. So that's a good example. Working set, baby. Let's go. Okay, yep. Ooh. Oh. Perfect. Oh. Oh my Lord, the fucking pump I'm getting from that already. So that was, I would count that as 10 reps, even though I got out like, you know, 3 or so more 3/4 / partials. You count those full ranges, and then you just work those partials anyways to get some extra foot in blood flow, man. Oh. Being in this new gym, I don't know if they have a machine that I wanted, but they do. Someone's just on it, but I'm gonna ask him if I could jump in, and then I'll rip that. And I'll just show you guys one set. I'll probably just show you guys one set of everything today, just to keep it fucking hard, intense, and moving. And then we shall roll on through the workout. But the next exercise, we've got a compound press. I like choosing this flat kind of, it is a unilateral exercise, but as in it moves one arm at a fucking time, but I love this press. It's that flat hammer strength press where you load it up, plate loaded. So we'll rip that. I think it's 8 to 10 reps or 6 to 10 reps, so nice and heavy. I did 160 last week for 8 and 160 for 6. So I'll jump in there, and I might actually try to get 160 for 10, and then 160 maybe for 8, just to overload those reps a little bit, because I don't really want that last set falling below 6. So we'll do that. I'll show you guys how it rolls, and then we'll move the hell on, baby. All right, let's get this all warmed up, all ready to go. Had to wait for someone to finish up here, but let's rip it. This one's a little bit hard to get off the floor, so I put those plates underneath it just to lift it up a little bit more. Hey, okay, let's go. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh my lordy. Oh, honestly, that was probably a perfect fucking set. And it was a good example to show you guys intensity, that slow grinder right at the end. What I always tell people, actually a good like little tip for you guys, if you're trying to judge your proximity to failure, always base it on that speed, the tempo of the last, like second to last rep and the last rep, because if it's somewhat relatively similar to the first or second or third or fourth rep, you're probably not anywhere near the vicinity of failure. But if that first rep, like you saw mine, probably a 1 count, and that last rep, probably a 4 or 5 count, maybe even longer, that's how you know, okay, cool. There's that fatigue building up. I'm definitely in that proximity of like, either can't get one more or maybe could get one more, which both are good enough really. So what we're gonna do, high incline dumbbell press. Not like as high as I do for shoulders. I tend to do all of my shoulder pressing not actually on a vertical, on like a slight incline because it's just healthier for my neck and my upper back. But you can do however the hell you like. I'm just gonna warm up now, probably do 4 or 5 reps so you can see how I warm up. And then we're gonna hit 2 sets here, fucking heavy. On that note, I think it's the smartest thing to do to always increase your weight over everything else. So there are 3 kind of different pillars of hypertrophy. I'm not gonna go over them all now, but one of them is mechanical tension. And that is the most stimulating motherfucking form for building tissue, building new muscle. Okay, so if you can get the fuck in the gym and lift heavier every single time, for example, last week I did 47.5 for 10 and 6. My rep range is 6 to 10. Technically, I could do the 47s again, get 10 again, easier, and then move that 6 up to an 8 or a 9. But it's genuinely smarter, especially in a comp prep or in a cut where you are losing body fat and you're trying to maintain muscle, if not build some, to get more fucking weight on the muscle. Still control the weight, still control the tempo, but get more weight on your muscle, okay? So I'm actually gonna try and push for 50s today. Anything above 7 or 8, I'll be happy with on that first set. And then that second set, my goal is just to keep it above 6. So it's a good little rundown of how I would progress and set up my set schemes. And also just a reminder, weight is fucking king. Get more weight on your muscle. As long as it's in a full range of motion, as long as you can feel the muscle, as long as you are progressively overloading. Like, as long as execution is king, fucking weight over everything else. All right. This ain't no fucking around, it's getting pretty heavy. But you know what? Oh yeah. That's why I ate those pancakes last night, baby. For sets like this. I find on this set especially, it's like, when I started that I thought I was gonna get like 10 reps easy. And then it starts to get a little bit difficult. And it's like, there's one rep all of a sudden at the bottom just doesn't want to move. All right, up next, we got some dips. 2 sets here. Last week I busted this weight out, but I fell short a few reps. So because I've been pushing the weight on everything else, it's probably smarter for me to just push these reps up a little bit, especially because, you know, on prep, you only have so much fucking strength for every exercise in terms of just like pure fucking weight loading. So it's probably smart for me to just, you know, add on some reps if I can instead of falling this short as well. So this one's always fucking tough to get into though. Like, it's tough to get a rip in position, but when you get it, it's good, but fucking initially it's a bit fucking hard, eh? Okay. Fuck, I just got that, eh? Ugh, just. This is a new implementation of mine. It's an over shoulder extension. It's actually pretty ripper for getting a really good stretch and then just driving down. I prefer it over like a regular kind of maybe press. We got this, and then we got another exercise, again, just 2 sets. I try not to just load up too much weight on these. Like, I definitely progressively load my weight, but if I can get an extra 2 or 3 reps, you know, I'll take those reps with really good squeezes. Otherwise, I'll load the weight because this exercise feels awesome on the eccentric, like when you're letting it stretch your tricep all the way up. And a nice little tip for you guys, if you don't want to necessarily add another set to an exercise to progressively load, say for example, it asks for 2 sets of 10, and you got 10 with 80 kilos last week and then 8 with 80 kilos. Let's say this week you got 10 with 80 kilos and then you got 6 or 5 with 80 kilos. For whatever the fuck reason, you just weren't as strong. What I would recommend doing is just doing a rest pause set. So stopping the set there, resting at maybe 30, 40 seconds long, maybe even a minute, and then just jumping straight back in and trying to get as many as you can. And that way, your total volume will increase. So that exercise, you would have still done more reps than last week, yes, over more time, but ultimately it's still load and more load on that muscle than it would have been if you just called it at that second set. And sometimes though, when you add another whole set to it, or 2 whole sets, it's too fatiguing for the next exercise. So it's sometimes just good to add a little extra set, a little rest pause set quickly after the set. So if I failed here at 6, but I was supposed to get 8, I just pause for 20 or 30 seconds and then go maybe get another 3. And then I would have beat last week by 1 rep, but I didn't add too much on top. So anyways, let's rip into this. Oh yeah, okay, just like that. So get a good stretch. I try and get it better each rep, but sometimes it's hard. Sometimes exercises like this are good because you can kind of like push you with the other arm and get some more reps out. They're hard to track though, because it's like you might not remember next week that you kind of use your arm to get a few reps. So you might increase the weight, but you should have increased it. And these are just really hard to overload in general because your tricep's such a small muscle. If you jump up 2.5, 3 kilos on the cable machine, it's a lot of weight on one muscle. All right, last exercise. I've been held up a little bit because I always see people wherever the fuck I go and then they want to chat, which is fine, but last exercise, 3 sets here, over the shoulder tricep extension. I like this one. I don't even know why. I think I saw fucking Jay Cutler do it 5 years ago, and since then, I've always wanted his triceps. Let's rep this bad boy out. Oh, this cable feels fucking funky. Oh, that's weird. This cable feels weird. See if it's any better, or if maybe I was just blaming the cables and I'm actually just a little bitch. Oh no, these cables are way better. Okay, so the workout is done. We'll come in here and see what the rig is looking like. It's pretty bad lighting probably, but you can see some of the shreds coming through now. Feeling a little bit flat, but that's the name of the game. And definitely on the flatter side of things. But that didn't actually look too bad then. I didn't know how the lighting would be here. Oh, that tricep's not looking too good, is it? My legs looking. Can you see those legs? I don't think you can see them. Abs coming in. Oh. Whew. Oh, that's that. Chest workout done. I'll probably do a little bit more posing. Go home, eat up. Got a high carb day today, which is good. So we'll smash out some more rice, more cream of rice, more. I got pancakes tonight. What else we got? A few things, but my body's just moving through fucking food at the moment. To be flat today is, you know, after a high day yesterday, you know, my weight didn't move, so very interesting because I've never had to prep without a weight cap. So we're loading me with food, high intensity training, and I really feel like my body's responding fantastically, but we're gonna need a lot of food going to the show because we've still got 10 weeks and really, for me, body fat's moving very fast at the moment. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want more stuff like this, different stuff, tell me what you liked, what you disliked, and I'll do my best to continue putting them out. Peace.